Hello everyone and welcome back to another DrAce video. Today we are here in the Buddh International Circuit. It is round 15 of our Moto2 career mode. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting from the back of the grid. Let battle commence on the hardest difficulty in the game. So here we go then, guys and girls. We're starting from the back of the grid, waiting for the red lights to disappear, and away we go. A little bit of a delay there upon the lights, but action is well and truly underway. But this turn one is going to be a nightmare to navigate through. Oh, okay. Used a bit of the riders there as a battering ram to get through, but most importantly, we are now occupying 15th place. Oh, it's another scary corner to dive into the right-hander there. We just made a small amount of contact with one of the CF Motos. I think it was Joe Roberts, as a matter of fact. And if, in fact, it was Ethan Guevara. And of course, if you're new to my series, you might be thinking, well, Joe Roberts is not is CF Moto. He is in my game, as you can see, Alberto Reinas on the left-hand side on the Fantic Calyx. Oh my goodness, we're not going to get this stopped, are we? Oh, wow. I had to hit the brakes pretty firm there, as goodness me. That rear tyre is freezing cold. That's rather odd. Hopefully that warms up as this race progresses. It feels a bit sluggish actually on the left hand side. I'm beginning to spin the rear up a little bit actually upon the exit of corners now. That didn't feel that way when we started, but on that long straight it seems like it's lost all of its temperature. You have to keep an eye on that for this one then. But ooh, wow, maybe downshifting there early was not a good idea. But into the right hander, we're up to 8th place and we're, oh, again, look at the rear tyre slipping. This is rather unusual, not what I was expecting for this GP. Now, of course, so the game actually recommended the medium, and to be honest, it's probably the right decision. I wanted to choose the soft, but to be honest, it's probably not going to last the 14 laps. And again, on that right-hander, slipping the rear tyre again. Oh, Senna Aegis has gone out. Don't know where he's gone to, but unfortunately, I'm assuming it's the pits. He's down and out from somewhere on this first lap, so not even one lap completed for Senna Aegis. That'll be very disappointing for the Liquimoli Intact team. A bit wide there for turn one, but we are able now to close back in on the riders ahead. So don't forget, we started from the last place on the grid, and our challenge today is to better Celestino Vietti. Look at that again on the right-hand side of the tyre. What is happening? Feels significantly different than Mazzano a moment ago. Now, I want to actually quickly mention Mazzano here. Of course, if you didn't see Mazzano, or if you did, I might end up spoiling it, so yeah, just be careful for this segment. But what I did notice in that video is that the colours were all off, and I don't know what it was, so I'm apologising in advance if the colours are also naff for this video as well. I'm hoping by now, future DrAce will have this one fixed. But I don't know what the issue was, but I also, for some strange reason, I only had access to the replay for 50% of the race. So usually in the older MotoGP games, the problem was that the replay file, or the replay itself at the end of the video, or the end of the race, should I say, just would only start from maybe like lap 7 of 18 or lap 9 of 16 or something, and you wouldn't get the full race. And for the first, oh my lord, Tony Arbolino's gone down and out. Rotten spot! Oh my god! Well, was that Jake Dixon? It was. That's a rotten spot to crash that, and then ultimately Jake Dixon then crashing after getting the bike hurtling in towards him. That was a shocking scene here in lap 2 of Buddh International Circuit. I'll try and get back to what I was saying in a moment, but that is big for their championship. Tony Arbolino has been building some momentum, has unfortunately ended there. It's goodness me, Sergio Garcia, a bit of a rubbing his racing indeed for turn 1. And what the hell was that? The whole screen went really funny then, really choppy. What's going on? Why am I getting all these little problems? Oh, and Sergio Garcia, that's a clean move. I'll try and go for the tight cut back. I'll just hit him. Ah, you pillock. That's my fault, that's my mistake. I can't even do a long lap penalty because it doesn't even have one in this circuit. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, what a messy couple of corners that has been. Well, I don't deserve this position. I took out Sergio Garcia there. That's my bad. That's my fault. My bad, man. It's my problem. Damn it. And that rear tyre has gone to hell again. What is up with that rear tyre? Why is it so cold? It's a warm, sunny day here in the Buddh International Circuit. We're in India where the heat is strong and the medium tyre is just not warming up. Too many Soleros for that medium tyre, it seems, or a Magnum possibly. Well, this is not going to plan. I feel really guilty about taking out Sergio Garcia. There's no long lap penalty here, so I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'll save it for the next video then. I'll do it on the next race. I will do a long lap penalty. Bloody hell, that's Fermin Aldeguer who's gone down. Manuel Gonzalez barely missing the bike, and of course I took avoiding action and got myself a track limit warning. And in fact, it's not telling me how many track limits I've got, so... this is going really strange today. But yeah, anyway, it's long story short. The Buddh International Circuit race, yeah, it's going pretty well so far, I guess. Just took out Sergio Garcia, that's not good. But we'll catch up to Manuel Gonzalez soon, I hope, to fight for a podium position. Can't be too mad at that, and hopefully then I can try and chase down Celestino Vietti. But referring and regarding back to where I was earlier, to discuss about the Misano Grand Prix, I could not do many replays for that video because I don't know why, but I only had 50% of the race to record, and on the replay that is. So I'm hoping at the end of this one here today I will have access to the full replay again. Let me know in the comments section down below if you guys have had that same problem. All the way through my videos so far in MotoGP 24, that has not been an issue. Now all of a sudden it is randomly, and I've just ran off the circuit. Oh, Gonzalez also did the same. So the pair of us running too wide there, running off the circuit. And I'm told to drop a position. What for? I was already ahead of him when I went wide. Well, that's a little bit unnecessary, but okay. Take the position back then, Manu. And I'll try and get it back here on the change of direction. Yes! That's stunning. That is a beautiful manoeuvre. What manoeuvre could possibly be smoother? Shout out to Chris Smooth. The chance of him watching this video is probably 1,000,000 to 1. But that's where I did get that old saying from. One of my earliest memories of watching YouTube, as a matter of fact, was Chris Smooth. Brilliant content creator for NBA. But anyway, long story short, cut that quick so we can get on with the racing. But yeah, bit of a mess for the recent videos. I'm still trying to figure out the best colour and quality settings for these videos. Give me time, I will promise to fix it. And I'm hoping I can fix this replay problem as well. I was really perplexed why I could only see from lap 9 to lap 15 on the Misano replay. It's never happened before in MotoGP 24, so I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. Now, a little bit of a problem as well, which is a real pain in the backside, is that you're looking at ultra-wide perspective now, so you're able to see so much more in this race, which is thrilling, it's brilliant, but the replays are not in ultra-wide. Some cameras are, and then some cameras are not. So the TV camera, the helicopter camera, and I think some of the first-person cameras are not in ultra-wide perspective, which is so annoying. But there's nothing I can do about that for those replays, so what I'd have to try and do is that to incorporate different styles of replays to add to the video so we still have our resolution, or possibly encourage, implement a couple of screens at once. I did try a video a few days ago as a test to have like 3 or 4 video clips playing at once, and unfortunately my editing software just didn't quite like it. So I've got to figure something out, which I guarantee I will do. But at this point, lap 5 of 14, we are closing in on Alonso Lopez. Another good lap coming in here from the World Championship leader. And I've just realised, as a matter of fact, that Fermin Aldeguer's crash here into turn 10, he has yielded the 2nd place in the championship, as Marcos Ramirez has now gone down in the same spot as the man from Murcia. And now Joe Roberts has gone down in the same corner. A lot of riders having a nightmare in that particular corner. Certainly not going well for Joe Roberts and co. But here we go then, on to the power. Keep trying to follow in with Alonso Lopez, but I've lost a little bit of time from that final sector. That is my weakest sector, I would probably confess. But that's our first 149 since lap 3. Of course, we did have the mess on lap 4, but other than that, we'll probably stay in the 149 bracket. Now over the right-hand side. I must confess that rear tyre is beginning to annoy me. It doesn't feel good at all. And this is the straight, isn't it? This is the problem. Keep an eye on that bottom right corner of your screen, guys. Look at that green. Well, it's probably the colours are all to hell on this one because I've still not figured out what I need to do. But it's going to go like a turquoise colour here. And look at the state of it now. So when I get on the power, I could feel the controller vibrating so strongly and so violently to tell me that the rear tyre... It's not working for me. Temperatures are down so much. Look at that. It feels, honestly, like they are completely stone cold. Not Steve Austin, but they are stone cold. Glass shatters. Yeah, this is not going to be a friendly experience, actually. Now that we're on lap 6, I feel like I've lost all my confidence here. Gap to Manuel Gonzalez is 2.6 as we go into the tight apex of turn 10. Ooh, dicing with death there. Oh, look at the rear tyre. Oh, that's beginning to really grind me down now. That's beginning to wind me up. What is wrong with that rear tyre? Oh, I've run off the circuit. Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. I must be better on that one coming out of the left-hander. Or out of the right-hander, then into the left-hander. Ah, a little bit frustrated here with this rear tyre. It's beginning to annoy me. It really is. I can't tell you how different it feels. It's just... slippery. It's really slidey. I've used the lower rear brake disc, but I can only warm up the rear brake disc. I can't warm up the rear tyre. And even into here on the right hander now, the rear tyre is only just barely green again. So this massive long straight, if you're up to your Moto2 career mode into the Buddh International Circuit, I implore you to choose the soft option rear tyre. This Pirelli rubber is just not doing me any favours right now. I'm actually losing a lot of time now to Alonso Lopez. Amazingly, we went back into our best lap time of the race for us personally as well in the Moto2 class to a Moto 149 0.24. And now I can't even get any sensation to improve upon that lap time. Looks like we've pulled it back a little bit on this lap, but I'm off the circuit again. I've got to keep it together here. I'm making a lot of silly mistakes. The rear tyre is just plaguing me right now. Nice and tight to the apex there. That seemed to work rather well actually going into turn 9. Losing a little bit as we now hit the brakes and lean into left-hander, and then of course wait and be patient for the turn 11. The rear tyre slipping again. I felt it worse, or maybe not the worst, but I felt it strongly here. I'm actually just trying to apply more throttle now to keep that temperature up. Yeah, do not use the medium rear here in Moto 2. Then why on earth did the game suggest the medium rear? It's not often that I take the idea... Oh, in fact, let's get back to that in a second, but the rider standing on the right-hand side of your screen, it would put Celestino Vietti up to second, and he'd be within 97 points. That's a very difficult amount to catch up, but that does secure him second over Fermin Aldeguer. Now into the right-hander, I can see we've pulled a tenth and a bit off of Alonso Lopez, spinning the rear up again going into the right-hand side. Now, can we close in that little bit more to keep the pressure on Alonso Lopez? Still got plenty of time left in this particular Grand Prix today. I don't see why we can't do it. We're onto the power once more, 0.2 of a second. Look at the state of that rear tyre. It's a Pirelli SC2 is looking absolutely shocking. In fact, was it the SC2? I think it might be. Don't really know how it works quite exactly in MotoGP and Moto2. I think they might just keep them as the mediums, the soft and the hards, etc. Let's go for that tight apex again. It seemed to work out well last time. And that gap has just come down by a tenth. Oh, come on! Why is it sliding so much? I only did a video, 30 minutes ago in Mazzano. Come on! Why is that happening? Why is the rear tyre... It's again! I don't feel like I'm putting any more acceleration than I was when I was in Misano. This is ridiculous. I might just have to concede here. You know, I don't like to do that. I don't like to just take it steady and just accept what it is, but I think I have no choice today. I think I'm just going to have to accept for what it is, swallow my pride and take third place. We did start at the back of the grid. I can definitely take pride from that. But Celestino Vietti, the only man right now in the top 8 to not receive a single track limit warning. What a cracking job for the number 13. Onto the long straight. Please just keep some tyre in. I might start weaving in a moment just to keep that rear tyre together. Onto the brakes. Give it every bit of rear brake that I can here. Run it deep. Will I? Oh, I got a track limit warning. Come on, at least let me lose the time. Oh, this is not going well. I mean, it is going well. We've found 27 positions, but to my standard and quality of video that I wanted to produce here today, I think it's underwhelmed. It's underachieved. And my performance has as well, and that bloody medium rear tyre has. Shocking rear tyre. I won't be using that again. Oh no, I've got to top the front! I can't believe this. This is going... Oh, look at the state of the rear tyre now! Well, that rear tyre's absolutely shot it now, hasn't it? Oh, it's winding me up. Why did I have to listen to the game and tell me to choose the medium? Oh, I can't believe this. Right, so... Oh, in fact... All is well in the world again, as Sergio Garcia has inherited my position. Does that count for us accepting that there was a long lap penalty? You know what I mean? I was going to do a long lap penalty in the next race, which I think is it Motegi? Or is it might be Malaysia? Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I think we might be going to Malaysia next. And I was going to do the long lap penalty there to make up for me taking out Sergio Garcia. But now do we leave that because he's already ahead, so he's regained that position that I stole from him earlier after being too aggressive trying to turn in to regain the position. Let me know in the comment section down below. I don't know when I'll upload this video, but if I've already recorded the next one, then I'll probably just do the long lap penalty anyway. But on to the power. Garcia is 1.3 seconds ahead of us. 1.2 as we dive into turn 4. So might get a bit of action after all, but there's no way with that medium tyre. I have a feeling I'm going to go backwards in this one. Here on lap 10. Gap is almost a second. I know we're quicker than the AI going into this chicane here. Tight to the apex here for the right-hander. Flick to the left. Careful. That looked close. That really looked close. I must be careful here not to go too tight to the apex, clearly. Tight apex works. Just don't run across the curb. That's when bad things happen for your content creator. Oh, okay. What's happened to the clouds? Where's all this come from? Oh, that's an even better idea then, isn't it? Have the medium rear. Have it getting really cold every single lap when we go on the straight. And then the clouds come out, so the tyre is going to be absolutely useless. Yeah, I'm not trusting the game again. I'll make my own decision. Like Shay Cormac from Assassin's Creed. I make my own luck. Can't believe this. I'm actually a little bit annoyed, to be honest. I've not enjoyed this one at all. I'm annoyed that I chose that medium rear. It happens. Of course, we've had a terrific season all year long. Multiple victories, multiple podiums. I think we've only finished off the podium once this season. And it's clear that we've had a tremendous amount of luck and skill this season. So this shouldn't really be all that bad. But what I can tell you is that I am pushing so much now on that front end to compensate for that rear tyre. And amazingly, that medium front has hardly even felt it at all. Medium front feels great. It's just that rear, that medium Pirelli rubber is not operating well with the number 47. I don't mean to whinge or complain, but it just feels like it could have been so much more today if I didn't mess around with the tyres. Should have gone for my gut instinct. In fact, quick mention actually, Fermin Aldeguer is up to 6th place after his crash into the final sector. That's pretty impressive going, if I do say so myself. He's already up to 6th. Is he gaining positions? He's ahead of his teammate. Tony Arbolino also deserves a shout out. He's up to 8th. I mean, he did take out Jake Dixon with his strewn motorcycle, but battered and bruised, still managing to finish in the top 8. Puts you on the top screen, of course. And Sergio Garcia is actually holding me at bay here. I don't think I've got what it takes to catch him up. I don't feel like we have any damage on this Kalex, but he also might have the same problem after I took him out earlier. Dennis Onchu earned himself a track limit warning. Wonder where he is on circuit. I hope he's going to get us some points. Would really appreciate that because we're losing ground. In fact, I don't think we will be, because Aldeguer's in 6th, Canette's in 7th. We might actually just extend our team's championship lead. That's not all that bad. So let's be sure to use a bit more extra brake here just to keep ourselves close within the touch of Sergio Garcia and have gone down! Ah, forget it. That's it then. That's the race. Sorry about that then, guys. I just was so obsessed with staring at Sergio Garcia there. I didn't even feel the pressure when I was putting on the brakes there, but unfortunately we still definitely finished out of the points. But surprisingly, it's 21st, considering there were so many crashes within that Grand Prix. But our worst race of the season by far, and it comes in the Buddh International Circuit. So Vietti, Lopez and Garcia on your podium. How does that look for the championship then? Not too bad, I guess. We did lose 25 points of Vietti, but 81 points clear is still a massive advantage, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'll leave you now with the team's championship, and I'll see you tomorrow for more DrAce content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.